The market was looking great for the week. The market woke up on Friday in the United States. It heard about a new COVID variant and absolutely just threw up. Almost everything was down, but not everything was down. And this is what's really interesting when you learn to read price charts. You actually learn where the strength and the power is in the market. And I want to show you exactly today what the market is loving, even if there is a variant. Stick around, we're going to get right to it. Hey everyone, this is RC Peck with Fearless Wealth, and I had a completely different topic set up for this week, and I usually do my videos on different days of the week, but the variant information about a new COVID variant hit the market, and the market did not like it. Times like these are a great time to actually understand how to read price charts and understand where strength is. There's some really interesting things going on, and I'm going to talk about where the strength is and where it isn't, because if you don't understand how to read price charts, it's going to be really difficult to really see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is jump over to the price charts and really get into this and look at where the power in the market, the power in the market still is, the strength in the market still is, where it isn't, where the head fakes are, which you don't want to get into, and what really is going on here on this Omicron variant hit to the market. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get over to the market. So here we go. This is the S&P 500. When you look at it at this time frame or at this time range, this is 3.5 years, you don't really see anything. Yes, you can see, if you look, you can see that the S&P was down 2.23% today, but generally speaking, it's going up and to the right. So what I want to do when something like this happens, and today was a short trading day. It wasn't the full time frame, so we don't know what would have happened. A lot of times when the market only has a half day, people get a little scared, especially going into a weekend. So that could be what happened. So, but what I want to do is I want to look to see what didn't fall or what fell the least. So just for a reference, we're going to use the S&P falling 2.23. I'm just going to round it and say 2.25% the market fell today. Now, obviously, we can go to different parts of the market. We can look at the whole world. Sorry, this is the U.S. market. The whole world is VT, and we can say, well, the world itself fell 2.5%. So you can pick what number you want to use. Here's the whole world x the US was down 2.9%. You could round that to 3%. So even immediately we start thinking, okay, the US only was down 2.25. International ex US was down 3. Okay, so we already know the US is handling this better. And then we could just quickly say, how did China handle this today? Okay, China was down 2.8%. So understanding how to look at relative price charts is really important. So let's talk about what didn't fall. First of all, let's talk about what went up. So look, I missed here. What did go up? Now, this is not surprising. Pfizer went up. So here's Pfizer. And if you look at the screen, Pfizer was really battling this $39 range. It absolutely cranked higher today, which makes sense because Pfizer makes one of the vaccines. So does BioNTech. They make one of them. Now, what's interesting about BioNTech is it had fallen 52%. It's still in an uptrend. So that's really interesting. And then mRNA, that was still, I guess you could squint and say it was an uptrend. Those are different, right? Those maybe you could say are in an uptrend. And let's just say those three are in an uptrend. Okay, well, here's one that isn't in an uptrend. Here's Clorox. So Clorox has been falling since August of last year. Let's just say it's been falling the last 14 months. This just looks like it's a correction in a downtrend. And this is one of the big distinctions I want to make with you. There's a difference with a correction in an uptrend and a correction in a downtrend. Clorox is a correction in a downtrend. What else is a correction in a downtrend? So here is another stock up big today, but that's a correction in a downtrend. ILMN, here's a correction. This was up today, but this is an up day in a sideways stock that I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could say the buyers have been coming in here to here, so the buyers came in. But I think what you want to be hearing from me is, oh, got it, this one is sideways, maybe it bottomed, but what RC is saying is, A correction in uptrend is different from a correction in a downtrend, which is different from a correction in a sideways market or a sideways symbol. So today was a bad day, or Friday was a bad day in the market. So we just want to understand what actually did well in this market. And we're looking for those symbols that did well. They were trending higher and they trended higher, right? So we want to find a symbol that's trending higher and moved higher today. I hope I am being clear to you. Okay, so I'm just showing you some where, yeah, they were up today, but really, so what? Kellogg was up today, was up on Friday. And even though this is a weekly review, I'm focusing more on Friday. Even though Kellogg was up 0.7% and the US market was down 2.25%, this is a company that doesn't really know what's going on. And even Newmont Mining was up on Friday and the market was down. But this is a company that has been kind of lost since May of last year. So these are all, you don't want to buy sideways and you don't want to buy down. What you generally speaking are looking for is symbols that are trending higher. So let me just show you a couple here. So here's one. This is Laboratory. So it's a $27 billion company, LH Laboratory Corporation of America, right? It had a correction, but it's trending higher. It had a 13% correction, which is nothing. And this was up today 2% while the market was down 2.25%. DBX, which is another, sorry, I must have written down, DGX, sorry. We don't want Dropbox. Here's a healthcare provider. This is a $20 billion stock. This is what I'm talking about. Here's a stock that's been trending up for almost 3 years. It is up big today, 3.6% when the market's down 2.25%. This is what you want to be looking for, right? Is a symbol that is trending higher and is going higher despite, or maybe because, but it was going higher before, it's going higher after. So Quest Diagnostics, which its ticker symbol is DGX. And I hope you get what I'm pointing out here. I'm showing you price charts that are trending higher and moved higher on Friday, and we're moving higher before then. Here's West Pharmaceutical. Now, one might be thinking, "Ooh, I got to get biotech or pharma." Not true. Here's biotech right here, down worse than the market today. Here's a different way of looking at biotech. The first one was equally weighted. XBI is an equally weighted. IBB is a cap weighted. So, look, cap weighted biotech was up today 1%, or on Friday when the market was down 2.25%. But again, as you look at this, this is just kind of lost between those two blue lines. So you're looking for something that's trending higher. Now, I did find this super awesome stock. I think this could be one of these stocks that you buy and you forget you own it for 5 or 10 years. And one could expect it to be 3-5 times higher in price over the next 5 to 10 years. And it's a company called C Limited. It's based out of Singapore. You can go look it up. They have 3 main product lines. But what I like about it is it's been trending higher for almost 3 years. It had a really nice 22%-ish correction, which, by the way, is nothing. From the beginning of the year to before it corrected, it was up 84%. From the COVID crash, which you have a hard time even finding the COVID crash on here. Hint, it's right here. But if you didn't know, you might not know where it is. From the COVID crash to the peak of this year, it was up, let's call it 850%. So having a small correction of 22-23% is nothing. This was up 2.5% on Friday. And it's been moving higher before, after. It's been moving higher before COVID. It's been moving higher after COVID. It was moving higher before the new variant. Is moving higher after the variant. So something like C Limited, and its ticker symbol is SE, is what I'm talking about here. Okay, I want to share a couple more with you. Some fun ones. Corn. If you look at the screen here, let me just go to corn. Corn, which is a commodity. Corn is in one of those I don't know what to do. Now, you could say, RC, why are you showing us one of these sideways things? Now, here's the reason I'm showing you corn. To me, this is where you want the top blue line of like where buyers come in. Sorry, of where sellers come in. Because once, twice, 3, 4 times, 5 times, at least on this tracking symbol, when the price got above $21, people supplied the market. And now people are not supplying the market with their shares. They're actually buying more. So yes, corn still has this upper range up here, but it's acting differently. It's staying above that $21. And it moved higher today. And by the way, not all commodities moved higher today. This is commodities here. It really got hit pretty badly today. So this is not a all commodities are up. That is DBC taking a pretty big hit today. Let's just call it 6%. So this is not an all commodities went higher. Now, here is a commodity I have brought up, and I've been really clear about what I like and don't like. So what I like about natural gas is it stopped falling here. So if you look at the screen, this is not the old lifetime high of $4.80, okay, per unit. But when natural gas went up, it sold off right down to $4.08, 4.8. Let's just call it $4.08. And this is where all the buyers are coming in. If we were to just zoom out on natural gas, we'd see what I'm showing you here. It's that same price where we wanted natural gas to hold. And look, buyers are coming in, and we're super zoomed out here on 20 years, but you can see buyers are coming in right where those blue lines are. And this is kind of a go, no go. It's peaking. And I've talked about natural gas before, and I'm talking about it again. It's not dropping below 5. If this breaks $6, the next place it wants to go is up to 13. It wants to go 100% higher. If you can buy the tracking symbol, let's actually go back and zoom in now. If you can buy tracking symbol UNG, that's doing the same thing. If you want to get leveraged in this game here, you can buy BOIL. Interesting thing about BOIL, BOIL, it did the same thing that overall natural gas did. It found buyers at a place where there were only sellers in the past. And so here you have BOIL, BOIL, which is a leveraged natural gas symbol. The other nice thing about BOIL is if you're wrong, you'll be wrong in about 16%. And the first target it's going to want to go is up about 70%. So you have about a 4-to-1 ratio. So I think some very interesting things are going on with natural gas. But the one that really, the one that just really stood out to me the most was that C Limited. It's based in Singapore, and I wanted to point that out because it's not based in China. Because holy cow, is China is China having its problems? Here's A shares of China, which are shares based in China. Here is the actual index, the Shanghai Stock Exchange Composite Index, which itself wasn't down that much today, so down 0.6% when the U.S. market. Actually, I need to put in SPX because that would be the equivalent. Yeah, so look, China actually wasn't down that much today, and that could be speaking to how well China may be able to manage a new variant. But China is not out of the woods yet. I do think one of the great ways of kind of knowing when something has turned around is using a leveraged fund divided by a unleveraged fund, right? So the screen you're looking at here is a 3x divided by 1x, because when it is going higher, it's telling you that that symbol is in really strong hands. And right now, China is not in strong hands. Is it bottomed? Is it bottoming? Bottom line is, if you don't know, walk away. Okay, so let me wrap this up for everyone. A variant of COVID is coming out of South Africa. The abbreviated market in the U.S. did not like that. From a global point of view, the U.S. handled that better than international, handled it worse than China itself. It was an opportunity to go kind of look through a lot of different types of symbols and shares to just go, okay, what did go up today? And did it go up in a trend? Like the thing was already trending higher, or did it just go up and it's going sideways, or did the symbol go up today, but it's actually trending down? And that makes a big difference to find a symbol that is already trending up and is really in really strong hands, and it goes up almost regardless. And I think that's what SE is doing for people right now, C Limited, based in Singapore. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you leaving a comment. You like something, you don't like something, please leave it. It makes a difference to the YouTube algorithms. RC, you keep talking about that. Yes, it makes a difference. Please hit the like button if you like the video. And if you do like this video, you'll love our other videos, whether they're the weekly update videos or the Ask RC. And if you have an idea for an Ask RC or something you're thinking about with the weekly video, just what's going on in the market, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Okay, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being in my world, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.